OpenAI released the GPT-5 family a couple of weeks ago. If you are a pro user, I am sure you have seen these three options: GPT-5 Fast, GPT-5 Thinking, and GPT-5 Pro. We all know GPT-5 Fast is for the easy stuff and GPT-5 Pro is for the hard stuff. But how does that actually work? On this video, I will explain briefly without diving deep. Hi, I am Necati, a computer scientist with 20 years of experience. I share my experience and thoughts on this channel. First of all, let's talk about GPT-5 Fast. Think GPT-5 Fast as your good old LLM. For this video, I will treat it like a black box. You ask a simple question, it gives an answer quickly. If your task is straightforward, a summary, a small code tweak, just use this and move on. No overthinking. Now, GPT-5 Thinking. What really changes when you switch to it? That model is a reasoning model, and it was trained to think before it talks. I think it would be fair to say it is fine-tuned for a chain of thought style reasoning. It lays out steps internally and only then produces the final answer. We have seen this idea before. OpenAI's O1 was a thinking model, was a reasoning model. To be honest, I think DeepSeek popularized the thinking process because it started showing the detailed chain of thought messages. So it was a milestone, and I believe that was the point when it became popularized. Since then, we have seen all other providers starting providing thinking models, and GPT-5 Thinking is one of those models. So where does GPT-5 Pro fit? Pro runs on the same reasoning model, but OpenAI gives it more computing power before it speaks. So what does it mean? What does it mean to giving more computing power? Instead of following one reasoning path, Pro explores multiple paths in parallel, compares them, and reconciles the responses, and finally then delivers the final answer. Same model, more computing power. If you have experience with machine learning, you can think of ensemble models. So that works similar. So what do we do with ensemble models? So you train multiple machine learning model, and at the end you have a way to reconcile the response. It can be like averaging the response, something like that. But of course, like this kind of, you can just average the response in GPT-5. But my point is, it works like ensemble system. Actually, that also explains why Pro is slower. If you build systems, here is the clean mental model. GPT-5 is your fast default. Ask, answer, ship. Done. GPT-5 Thinking is model to train to reason first. Use it when you say something like that. Walk me through step by step. GPT-5 Pro uses the same reasoning model multiple times in parallel and then reconcile the responses. So that's it. I told you, it will be a brief video. Bye.